The another monthly challenge that I've taken is solving problems every single day. It's an ultimate action time. It's because we try to learn theory, or we give so many mock tests even we are preparing for competitive exams, just to give the best in that final exams, right? So it's like you giving test every single day. Your brain is practicing that fear every single day, and one fine day that fear is completely eradicated, and you start increasing ability so much to implement things. For example, like time management, you will learn how to manage your time so well if you start solving at least 5 questions every single day. I don't tell you to take mock tests, which is not possible to do it every single day, but at least 5 tests every single day. And you know what, inaction breeds fear. We don't try to practice or test every single day. That's the reason why it breeds a lot of fear in us when we talk about exams. But action breeds momentum and confidence. When you start solving problems, when you start answering questions, when you start questioning the concept every time whenever you listen to any new lesson, that's when you start seeing momentum and confidence, because you start seeing the fear getting eradicated. Now you're way more confident about the concept is in your grip. So that is what we have to practice. That mindset shift is really important. Question every concept that actually you're learning every single day, if it's new for you, and start learning and try to frame a question. This can also help. Try to frame a new question every single day. That will help you to answer better. You will have your own question paper at the end of the day. This is a great practice which I've already implemented in my college days. If you start questioning everything, every concept, I think that's a better way to revise than anything. Anyways, moving ahead, if you have to start learning the concept, two ways to actually learn concept better. First is learning the topic first and then solving the problems. The second method is actually first trying to solve the problems and then getting deeper into the concept. If you don't have patience, if you are a very much impatient person, then this is the right way. Try to directly jump into the swimming pool and then start learning swimming. So I'm someone who actually like to do that. I directly start solving the problems and then start learning much deeper about the concept. Where did I go wrong? It's because you sometimes feel like, oh, how much I have to read. If you're not interested to read that particular day, rate your interest, by the way. If you're not interested to read that day, then don't force yourself to read. Try to generate that interest. You're getting it right. Try to generate that interest, and this method of trying to solve the problems and then getting into the concept can actually help you in generating that interest. Where did you go wrong in the problems? Why you couldn't able to solve what you don't know? Write down the topics and the left hand side of the page. Why you couldn't solve the problem, what topics you missed, and try to cover those topics the very next day. This will truly help you to increase the depth of your concept. Solving problems every single day develops structure. When you know the concept truly, you sometimes don't even need to apply the complete method or formula or equation. You just need to know what you have to deduct. That means if the concept doesn't apply for option A and option D, you deduct them. And you have to now just choose between C and B. That's it. You're very close to the answer. If you know the right concept, you know the right answer. When you know the right concept, when you know where you have to apply it in the right way, you know you're very close to solving the problem in very less time. And this is what we call as application. Applying the concept in the right way will help you to actually solve the problem very quickly. And sometimes concept application not just means that you have to know what is the right concept to apply, where does this concept fits in, in which option does the concept is related to. It also means that figuring out the right formula for the right question. You heard me right. This is called 3D perspective. Sometimes the formulas are so similar that you're literally confused, and sometimes you see that only one method is what you can solve this problem with. When you're practicing solving problems every single day, you start seeing the question in three dimensional. That means not just one method, but you try to see there can be second or third method, which is the shortcuts basically to solve the problem. See, now by this I mean mark shortcuts. Truly mark shortcuts. And also be clear with what method are you actually solving the problem. Because when you start marking the methods, start marking the topics, you start marking the methods or the methodology that you're applying, you can also find for different methods where in shortcut you can actually solve the problem, which will save your time to a great extent. It's all in actually breaking down the logic behind the question, and most of the times the right concept behind the question, figuring out a logic behind the question. When you actually start doing this, practicing solving problems every single day rewires your brain to spot the problem. If you are just there, I think you're wrong. Yes, you heard me right. You're wrong. It rewires to solve the problems, in fact, not just spot the problems. When you start seeing a problem, you just don't spot the problem and say, oh, this is the problem, this is where actually it is. And most of us actually dwell at the problem, right? We talk about the problem a lot than solving it. And when you start solving every single day, your brain naturally start rewiring and sees or looks at the solution first. How can I solve this? That's how you think when you start solving problems every single day rather than spotting the problem. When you're actually starting this challenge, from first to 4 days, you see nothing. You just feel like there's nothing happening, there's no movement at all. But when you start moving ahead after fourth day, start solving five problems every single day, and slowly you start building the momentum. And after 7 days, from fourth to sixth day, I think you see a little bit of you understanding the question, not the concept. You start understanding the question, how you have to see the question, the not blindness. There's something called you skip not when not is mentioned in the question. For example, I'll mention the example on the screen. And when you start noticing those kind of mistakes that you're making, you start reading the question very clearly, start understanding the question and decoding the question clearly. And when you start doing that, you start seeing little bit of progress. And after seventh day is where actually the challenge starts begins. You start solving problems, you're into the concept, you're into the topic. That's how the interest is generated. If you're a person who's not into practicing first and then getting into the ground, jump into the pool directly, you will automatically start how to swim. I think most of us in our lifetime, all we need is action. Action is where most of the people give up. Halfway, most of the people will give up. Three-fourth of the way, most of the people will give up. So if you are able to stand till the end, I think that's all we need in our lives. We need to just learn how to solve the problem, standing till the end. That's all we need. And if you think genius is speed in solving the problem, or if you see that way, genius also means that you have to stand until you solve the problem. That's where the actual geniusity lies. So that's all for today, guys. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the button. This is me, Rupa, signing off.